Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the juiciest political drama of the year, maybe even the decade. The once unbreakable bromance between Donald Trump and Elon Musk has gone up in flames, and they're taking no prisoners. We're talking social media wars, billion-dollar threats, and some jaw-dropping allegations that have the internet on fire. Grab a snack, settle in, and let's unpack this wild feud that's shaking up Washington and beyond. Let's set the stage. Not long ago, Trump and Musk were the ultimate power duo. Picture them high-fiving at rallies, with Musk bankrolling Trump's campaign to the tune of over $250 million. That's right, Musk didn't just support Trump. He was all in, funding not just a presidential race, but other Republican campaigns to flip Congress. Trump, in return, gave Musk a shiny new role leading the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, yes, like the meme coin. Musk's mission? Slash federal spending. Streamline government and make it run like a well-oiled Tesla factory. Trump called Musk a genius, a visionary, even the greatest business leader of our time. It was like watching two superheroes team up to save America. But every superhero story needs a plot twist, and this one's a doozy. The trouble started with what Trump calls his big, beautiful bill. This massive piece of legislation is packed with tax cuts, infrastructure plans, and policies Trump says will supercharge economy and make America great again. Sounds great, right? Well, not so fast. According to the Congressional Budget Office, this bill could add a staggering $2.4 trillion to the federal deficit over the next decade. That's enough money to buy every American a fancy coffee every day for years. For Musk, the guy whose whole Doge gig is about cutting waste, this was like waving a red flag in front of a bull. Musk didn't just disagree. He went full scorched earth. He flooded X, the platform he owns, with dozens of posts in a matter of minutes, calling the bill a disgusting abomination and a betrayal of everything he stands for. He argued it's stuffed with pork. Fancy Washington speak for wasteful spending, and would balloon the national debt to unsustainable levels. Musk even demanded Congress scrap the whole thing and start over with a leaner bill that doesn't touch the debt ceiling. He wasn't subtle about it either, saying, any member of Congress who votes for this should be voted out in 2 years. Bold words from a guy who's supposed to be on the same team as the president. House Speaker Mike Johnson pushed back hard, saying there's no time to rewrite the bill. It barely passed the House by a single vote and is now sitting in the Senate, where every second counts. A delay could mean a government shutdown or, as Trump warned, a massive tax hike that nobody wants. But Musk wasn't backing down. He escalated things to a personal. Buckle up because we're diving into the wildest political drama of the year, the explosive fallout between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. What started as a bromance of the ages has turned into a full-on social media war, with both sides going scorched earth. Let's break it down and figure out what's really going on here. Picture this. Just a few months ago, Trump and Musk were like two peas in a pod. Musk was a key player in Trump's administration, leading the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE for short, aimed at slashing federal spending. Trump praised Musk as a genius, a game changer, even calling him one of the greatest business leaders in history. Musk, in return, poured over $250 million into Trump's campaign and other Republican efforts. They were the ultimate power duo, or so it seemed. But then, cracks started to show. The tipping point? A massive spending bill that Trump calls his big, beautiful bill. This thing is a beast, packed with tax cuts, spending plans, and policies that Trump says will make America great again. But here's the catch. The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office estimates this bill could add a jaw-dropping $2.4 trillion to the federal deficit over the next decade. That's trillion with a T. For context, that's like stacking up enough cash to buy a fleet of Tesla Cybertrucks to the moon and back. Elon Musk, the guy who's all about efficiency, wasn't having it. He took to X, the platform he owns, and unleashed a torrent of posts calling the bill a disgusting abomination. He argued it would balloon the national debt and undermine everything he was trying to do with DOGE. Musk didn't just criticize the bill, he went after Trump personally, saying it was full of wasteful spending or what he called pork. He even demanded Congress scrap it and start over with a leaner version that doesn't jack up the debt ceiling. House Speaker Mike Johnson pushed back, saying there's no time to rewrite the bill. It's already passed the House by a single vote and is now sitting in the Senate. But Musk wasn't done. He escalated things, claiming Trump wouldn't have won the election, or the Republicans gained control of Congress without his support. Bold move, Elon. He even dug up old Trump posts to call out what he sees as the president's hypocrisy. Talk about throwing shade. Trump, never one to stay quiet, fired back on Truth Social, his own platform. He said Musk was wearing thin in Washington and claimed he asked him to leave Doge. Trump didn't stop there. He threatened to pull the plug on all of Musk's government contracts. We're talking big money here. Tesla, SpaceX, and Starlink have deals with the U.S. government worth billions. Trump even suggested that cutting these contracts could save the budget a ton of cash. Ouch! Musk's response? He dared Trump to do it, saying SpaceX would start decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft, which is critical for NASA's missions to the International Space Station. This isn't just a war of words. It's a high-stakes game of chicken with real-world consequences. But the real bombshell came when Musk went nuclear. In a post on X, he claimed Trump's name is all over the so-called Epstein files, those unreleased Justice Department records tied to Jeffrey Epstein, the disgraced financier and convicted sex offender who died in jail in 2019. Musk said, quote, "That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT." He followed up with, "Mark this post of the future. The truth will come out. No evidence, no specifics. Just a massive allegation that sent shockwaves across the internet." Now, let's pump the brakes for a second. Trump and Epstein were known to have socialized in the 1990s and early 2000s. Trump's name has appeared in Epstein's flight logs, released earlier this year, showing he flew on Epstein's private jet 7 times. But those logs don't prove any wrongdoing, and Trump has long denied any involvement in Epstein's crimes. He even said he banned Epstein from his Mar-a-Lago estate after a falling out. Still, Musk's claims stirred the pot, especially since there's been years of pressure from both sides of the political spectrum to release all the Epstein files. Attorney General Pam Bondi, a Trump appointee, released some documents in February, but they didn't include any bombshells about Trump or anyone else. So what's Musk getting at? Is he just lashing out, or does he know something we don't? The White House called Musk's Epstein jab an unfortunate episode, saying he's just mad because the bill doesn't include the policies he wanted, like keeping electric vehicle subsidies that benefit Tesla. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt insisted Trump is focused on passing his historic legislation, not this drama. But the feud kept escalating. Musk even endorsed a post calling for Trump's impeachment and replacement with Vice President J.D. Vance. Yeah, it's gotten that wild. So what's driving this meltdown? On one hand, it's about policy. Musk's obsession with cutting government waste clashes with Trump's bill, which many see as fiscally reckless. The removal of EV subsidies probably doesn't help, even though Musk claims he doesn't care about those cuts. On the other hand, this feels personal. These are two larger-than-life figures with massive egos, and neither likes to lose. Musk's claim that he single-handedly won Trump the election is a direct challenge to Trump's narrative of being the ultimate deal-maker. And Trump's threats to tank Musk's businesses show he's not afraid to hit back. The fallout is already real. Tesla stock plummeted nearly 15% in a single day, wiping out billions in market value. SpaceX's competitors saw their stocks rise, betting on Musk losing those government contracts. Meanwhile, social media is buzzing with memes and hot takes, with some calling this the end of the Trump-Musk bromance, and others wondering if they'll kiss and make up. What's next? Trump's bill is still up for a Senate vote, and Musk's lobbying could sway some Republicans to push back. If the bill fails, it could trigger a government shutdown or even a 68% tax hike, as Trump warned. As for the Epstein files, Democrats like Representatives Dan Goldman and Robert Garcia are jumping on Musk's allegations, demanding their full release. But without evidence, Musk's claims remain a provocative shot in the dark. One thing's clear. This feud is a clash of titans, and it's shaking up Washington in ways we haven't seen before. Will Trump and Musk patch things up, or is this the start of a bigger war? Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this wild ride. Also, please like and subscribe my channel for spicy information.